Injuries in sports have many impacts on not only athletes but also on teams all across the world. My name is Maddy Berger and I researched these impacts and why they are important. There are many types of injuries that can occur in many different ways. These different types of injuries can have a wide variety of effects on the athlete that is faced with them. Some of the most common injuries in sports include traumatic brain injuries, muscle tears and strains, broken and fractured bones, dislocations, and sprains and overuse injuries. These injuries can take athletes out of their element for different lengths of time, not only affecting their physical being but also their mental health. Depending on the type of injury an athlete is faced with, there may be many short-term and long-term side effects that come with it. As we know, injuries cause physical setbacks that delay our progress in many ways. This may impact our mental health as we are not doing the things that we love doing. By looking at the long-term perspective, certain injuries may pose a threat to our future career goals, risk of re-injury, and prolonged mental health issues. In the next few slides, we will view these impacts more specifically. There are many forms of short-term damage that can occur in a sports-related injury. Injuries mostly always contain pain, which has lasting effects as well. Injuries force athletes to limit their movement and abilities and ask for help in doing the things that they used to be able to do. Injuries may cause changes in appetite and sleep schedules as they cause stress and fear for the future. Loss of motivation may also occur due to the fact that they are not able to participate in the activities they once enjoyed. Injuries can also damage an athlete's mental state. They may face sadness, irritation, anger, frustration, emotional outbursts, and disengagement while they are dealing with their injury. They may also face the doubt that they will not be able to return to the level of play they were once at before. Specific injuries may also cause long-term damage to an athlete. Some of these impacts include threats to future careers, risk of re-injury, and risk of prolonged mental health issues. First, injuries may pose a threat to future careers. Picture this: a soccer player is in her senior year of high school, trying to get recruited for college. In practice one day, she rolls her ankle, forcing her to sit out on multiple practices and games. She misses countless opportunities to prove herself to college coaches, which leaves her fearful and worried about her future in the sport. Unfortunately, this can happen to many athletes, which has many detrimental effects. Some injuries, such as concussions and head injuries, may not have a recovery timeline and can persist for months on end, leaving an athlete's career on the line. This is also very devastating and can harm an athlete's mental health. Another risk would be the constant fear of re-injury. Athletes are oftentimes scared to return to play after their injury due to the fact that they may get hurt again. This is another barrier that they must work through. Finally, long-standing mental health issues can develop into bigger ones. For example, someone who faced a concussion could suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, or someone with a loss of appetite could develop an eating disorder. Many people may be wondering, why does this happen? Well, exercise and sports allow for more oxygen to reach the brain, releasing endorphins. Endorphins are known as the feel-good chemical because they help you to feel happy and enjoy what you're doing. Athletes who are injured are not producing their normal amount of endorphins, which causes them to feel sad and depressed. Also, exercise is commonly used as a form of stress relief and relaxation. Without it, people may feel overwhelmed and uptight. Finally, sports and aerobic activities help in developing the hippocampus. The hippocampus is responsible for aiding in memory and learning in the brain. Exercise reacts with the hippocampus, acting as a natural antidepressant. Athletes who are used to this may feel at a low when they are forced to go without exercise. The side impacts that athletes face during and after injury are very important to learn about and note not only to the athletes themselves but also to the people around them. It is important to learn about these struggles in order to help and assist the athlete in overcoming all obstacles to get back to the level of sport that they were once at. It is also important to learn about them as the athlete yourself because you are able to realize that you are not alone and can get help and support throughout the entire recovery process. It can also help you to teach other athletes about some of the things that they are facing. Finally, it can help prevent these short and long-term impacts because it can allow people to acknowledge the risk of them early on in the process and recognize what they are feeling. Although there is not one single way to cure all of these effects of sports injuries, there are many different methods that can help people through the difficult times and help them to have a full recovery. The first step would be to seek help from an athletic trainer or physician. These professionals can not only assist you in your physical healing, but also help you to deal with the mental effects that you are dealing with as well. Another method would be to seek help from a therapist to help you talk through and sort out what you are feeling. It also helps to take things slow during your recovery and to take things one step at a time. This allows you to not feel overwhelmed by the recovery process. It also helps to be patient with yourself or others and to focus on your or their goals. This allows you to stay motivated and helps you to improve your attitude about the situation. Although there is not much you can do to prevent the mental effects of sports injuries, there are many things you can do to prevent the injuries themselves. These things can include stretching, using progressions, strength and conditioning, and more. Another way is to develop a strong support system. This can include friends, family, coaches, teammates, and anyone else who is with you during the recovery process. It is important to have these people in your life to help guide and assist you during the difficult times if they were to arise. My name is Maddy Berger, and I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Thank you for your time.